Hey guys, Aidan here, as you probably already know. I'm making this video tonight just after 1:30. I can't sleep, and the whole reason behind this video is a little bit different from the first video. I'm down. I'm low, I'm down, and I haven't been really out of bed in the last 72 hours. I just want to make you guys aware right there that when people like me are like this, don't leave them alone. Don't turn a blind eye to it. Okay? Because what people like me need is maybe not a phone call, because it's very hard to speak when you're like this, but maybe a text, just to see how you're getting on. Like, hey Aidan, how you getting on? You well? And stuff like that makes me feel a little bit better while I'm in this dark place with this dark cloud hanging over my head. I've often been in bed for the whole day, and I've come downstairs about 10 o'clock and I've said to Nicola, who is, by the way, an exceptionally amazing person, she's my wife, has anybody rang me and text me? No. She said no. That to me is more demoralising than the illness. Don't do that. If you know of somebody like me, a family member or a friend, simple text. Won't take you too long. Maybe 10 seconds, 15 seconds. It just gives that person not hope, but it just gives that person the sense that there's somebody out there who took the time to send a text. And it takes your mind off things. I mean, I'm sitting here and it's just after 1:30, and I've had quite a number of messages from people. And I gotta be honest with you, it's been absolutely fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. I've had a laugh at actually, I haven't laughed today. In fact, I haven't laughed in a week. Excuse me. And I had a laugh actually at one of the messages that, a friend of mine, well, I used to go to school with him in primary school and secondary school. I won't mention names, but he made a comment, and it made me laugh. And thank you for that. It really did make me laugh, and it was quite funny. And to feel myself laugh when I'm like this, it's like winning the lotto, to be honest with you. Because when you're like this, and when you're feeling so poorly, and not physically poorly, but mentally poorly. Mentally poorly is probably the worst kind, because physically poorly you can deal with it, you can buy stuff, but mentally poorly you cannot. So it's very difficult for somebody who is going through a mental illness to get on top of things when they're under the cloud, because when the cloud is lifted, and I know the cloud will lift, and it normally takes 2 or 3 days on average, but when it lifts, I feel like I can do everything. I feel like I can go and do talks in schools. I feel like I can do a lot of things to help mental health. I feel like I can change things. I feel like I can speak out, because I'm a very confident person. And there's people out there who's not so confident like me, and they're the people I'm trying to reach out to tonight, because If you're not confident and if you're shy and if you don't want to say anything, please, please do me a favor. If you're watching this video, or if you know somebody like that and you're watching this video, tell them, speak. Mental health is not something that is going to be poked fun at. Not in this day and age. In this day and age, please speak. If you don't speak, it gets worse. It really does. It gets worse and worse and worse until you can't deal with it anymore and you do something stupid. Please talk to people, because if you were to talk to people, people will listen. They will, trust me, they will listen, and they will comfort you, and they will talk to you. Listen to music. Listen to feel-good songs. I listen to songs all the time. I listen to sad songs. I listen to feel-good songs. I listen to songs all the time. Music is a good therapy for mental illness. It's a very good therapy. Even sad songs, because it makes you feel the emotion and it makes you feel alive. I didn't think for one moment that I would make the first video, and when I made that first video, I doubted myself as to why I made that video, but I don't regret it. I don't regret it at all, and I do not regret this video. I wanted to show people what it's like for people like me when the cloud is very dark, and believe me, it's extremely dark. Everybody's in bed now, and it's 1:45, I think, and I'm wide awake. I was in bed all day today, except for the times where I had to collect the boys from school. And the sad thing was, when Jack came home from school, he said to me, "Dad, I promise you won't go to sleep." I couldn't make him that promise. I tried to, but it's very difficult when your 7-year-old autistic child asks you not to go to sleep, and you know that's the only way you can get relief. I tried, and I tried so hard. I slept for a bit and I got back up. Those boys in my life. Nicola is an amazing person. I said to her tonight before she went to bed that it's not just the boys that gets me up in the morning. It's you. You make me get up in the morning, because I want to talk to you. And when the boys are in school and it's just me and her, there's some mornings where I surprise her and I say, let's not go back to bed. I want to go out. And we go out and we go Christmas shopping. And it's a great feeling. Mental health in this country and in a lot of other countries have been, what would you say, they did treat people like outcasts, so to speak. Like, you've got, like, excuse my language, and leprosy. That's pretty much what it seems like, because people tend to shy away from people who have mental illness, pretty much like leprosy when that was rife in the world. And I've noticed, like, I'm not going to name names, but I have noticed people in and around Blessington, where I live, that they're different towards me since the video I made, and I can sense it. I've always been good at that. I've always been good at sensing certain things, and there's certain people out there in Blessington that I know there's something not right with them. They don't know what to say to me. They don't know how to react to it, and it's not even strangers. It's my own family. Um, my own family have not commented on the video. Nicola's family have not commented on the video, and that doesn't bother me. I know why. They don't know what to say. But it kind of hurts when the people supposedly close to you don't have the words to even encourage you. And I guess that's just me. I am the other way around. I would do everything possible to encourage my siblings, or Nicola's siblings. I would do everything that I could to check on them, to see if they're okay. Just everyday life. And when I don't get that, and I'm not being, this is a live video, so I'm not putting this on, so I'm not looking for the attention. What I'm looking for is, which I guess I'm not going to get because people aren't like me. I'm looking for the love that I would have given them. And sadly, they don't have the same love for me. So when I'm at my lowest, and when I'm not asleep, and when I'm staring into space, you think, and then you realize that even your family don't quite understand what you're going through. And because they don't quite understand what you're going through, they sweep it under the carpet. For years, my family thought that I just had habits. I think they're called tics. And as I got progressively worse, even when I had the cancer in 2005, because of my father's cancer in 94, which ended his life, God rest him, they were in denial. So when this came about, I guess they're still in denial. They read about it in magazines, they see it on TV, they just don't think it can happen to their family. But trust me, it can. It doesn't make me anything different from what they know me. I'm still the same person. I just have trouble getting through each day. Would I like to go back to work? Yes. Can I go back to work? No. I can't use public facilities. I can't come in contact with stuff that people have come in contact with. And if I do, I have to wash my hands maybe about an hour. I've got a school union coming up 2nd of November. Am I going? I hope so. Do I know I'm going for definite? I don't know. And when I do go that night, and if I do, and I'm hoping to do, that will set me back about a week, maybe 2. But it will depend how I'm feeling that day as to whether I can go or not. I would love to see those guys again. I'm just trying to get this across to you guys that this is pretty dark that I'm feeling right now. Yesterday I took double the amount of pills. And I did that because I wanted my brain to get some sleep. I wanted sleep, and something happened yesterday. I had a conversation with my mum, and we had a fight. I didn't want to fight with her. I just felt lonely, and I felt frustrated. And now I'm fighting with her. I feel that the whole world's against me now. If you know somebody who's going through things, please talk to them. I talk to my mum every day. I didn't talk to her today because of yesterday's argument. Please talk to people. They're not crazy. People with mental health are not crazy. They're not people with leprosy. I've noticed in my own neighbourhood, people are not avoiding me, but they're not the same. They're not speaking to me in the same way. They're not speaking to me in this with the same humour. Don't do that. Don't do that, because I guarantee you that the person knows it, because I know it. I felt it. And I know there's people out there who watched my video, my family members, and have not commented on it, and they've not said a word. I mean, Nicola's family have not said a single word on the videos at all. There's only one person in my own family who have mentioned the video, and I have no problem saying his name, Mark. And to be honest with you, Mark is the only one who has contacted me on the family side, apart from my mum. My other siblings have not, and Nicola's family have not either. So I thank you for that, Mark. I sent a message to the family tonight, and it basically outlined what I felt, and it basically outlined my disappointment, because I would do absolutely anything for my siblings, and it's very sad to know and to feel that they would not do the same for me. Does that change the way I feel about them? No. No. I still do anything for them. They just don't feel the same. And when you're alone, and when you're down in the wee hours of the morning, you think a lot. You think a lot. What's the point? Why should I carry on? Yeah. I've been there in the darkest hour where I've thought that. And I have contemplated it. But I would never go through with it. But suicide is an option for people like me. And the reason why it's an option for people like me is because people like me get the impression that family and friends don't care. Don't shy away from people like that. If you've got a friend or you've got a family member who could be in a bit of trouble like me, don't shy away from them. Treat them with the same dignity that you would have treated them as normal. Because we are normal. We are normal. Don't treat us with kid gloves. Treat us normally. Have a laugh. Give a call. Give a text. That's all they want. Trust me. That's all they want. It's just for someone to care. I just want to highlight this. I haven't been pretty well the last 72 hours. But before that, I felt like I could take on the world. I felt like I could change things. I felt like I could do anything. And then this dark mist descends and you feel like you can't do anything. And you feel like you're useless. And you feel like, what's the point? You feel like, if it wasn't for the kids or Nicola, why should I be here? I'm a good person. I have a lot to offer. But when I'm like this, I can't see further than my finger. So if you know people out there like that, please talk to them. Just talk to them. Do not shy away from them. Do not treat them differently. We are not lepers. Excuse me for anybody who may have leprosy in this day and age, which is unheard of. We are not lepers. We are real people with real feelings. We are no different from anybody else. Please talk to us. Have a laugh. And send a caring message. Hey, how are you? Are you well? How's things? Do you want to go for a pint? No? Oh, okay. Well, how's things anyway? Stuff like that. Doesn't take too much time. In fact, it doesn't take much time at all. Thank you so much for listening, guys. Because I know what you've given me when I do these videos. It just makes it so real. I'm not looking for attention. If I was looking for attention, I'd sing you a song, because I used to do a bit of singing. I'm not looking for that. I'm looking for a message to be sent to people that tell them that, you know, it is okay. As they say, what's the line they say? It's okay to be not okay. It is okay. And people out there who are listening to me and who have similar symptoms, I know it's okay for me to say this. And look, people have said this just so many times, things will get better. But I know I'm sick and tired of people saying that to me as well, but they do. But the only way they get better is by talking. Because I tell you something, nothing will ever, ever get better unless you talk. Trust me. Talking is the way forward. It's the only medicine. It's the only way you can feel a tiny bit better. Because when I started this video, I was so low. I'm still low, but I'm a slight bit better because I told you guys about it. Please talk. Don't laugh at people. Don't judge them. They're normal people, living normal lives, doing normal things. But behind closed doors, you don't know what's going on. You don't know what's going on behind that smile. Behind that hello in the morning times. You do not know what's going on. So before you have a go at people, before you laugh at people, before you poke fun at people, think about what could be going on in their lives. Don't do that. Don't judge people. Don't laugh at people. Because one day it could be you, and you could be looking for the same thing that I'm looking for. And what am I looking for? I'm looking for peace. I'm looking for friendship. I'm looking for my mind to be able to digest things normally. Instead of going, I can't touch that. I can't do that. I can't shake that person's hand. the mind is a very peculiar thing. You can have glitches like any computer system. And just because people act differently doesn't mean they're crazy, doesn't mean they're mad, it doesn't mean that they belong on this straitjacket, doesn't mean that you should avoid them. Those are the type of people you need to embrace and you need to say hello to, because a simple hello or a simple how are you can make all the difference. Good night.